Well, here we are, gentlemen. First night out in Bangkok, trip of a lifetime 5. I've just gone down and had a look at the earthly delights that is Patpong Road. Just down there. Got myself a big feed of chili mud crab. Big bottle of Asahi, a mere $10 all up. But look, honestly, I think it all starts tomorrow when I get to downtown China. It'll all start feeling very real then. But yeah, it's been a good start, good first up evening. Well guys, welcome to downtown Kunming. I've been here for a couple of hours now. I've managed to purchase my ticket to the train station. Look at that, don't know if you can get that in focus. I believe I've actually bought myself a ticket to Dali. Yeah, very proudly just got in the queue and battled away and made lots of gesticulations and pointing and noises. And yeah, after the best part of 20 minutes I had myself a ticket. God knows if I'm in the right class. Fuck, just too hard basket. But not too well, here I am getting a haircut down in again. Dian. No? I don't know where the Kung Fu school is. There these lovely ladies are about to give me a haircut. All booked in for Kung Fu school tomorrow. Up at the Weishan temple. No, really looking forward to that. So just going to see the sights around here today. And yeah. Sleeper train last night, a bit poke. I guess I survived. Got pissed with some English people beforehand, so at least I slept reasonably well. So anyway, I'm hanging out in downtown Dali. An old mate comes up to me and says, "Would you like to do some cormorant fishing?" I went, "What the f is cormorant fishing?" Well, we're just about to find out. So we have on board 6 cormorants. Rather elegant beasts they all are. We're out here in, well, not too far offshore as you can see, in pretty weedy ground, and I think we're going to catch some fish. Allegedly we're going to catch some fish that are about 6-8 inches long with these cormorants. They've all got strings around their neck. Not sure if you can make that out there. They're there just to stop them swallowing. I don't think the old cormorants have the greatest life in the world, but anyway, look, we're out here. When in China, do as the Chinese. So yeah, let's do some cormorant fishing. Into a little sort of hot patch of them here. So I reckon if we were out here for 3 days, we'd probably have enough for a stir fry. But no, it's good. Oh, he's got a fairly big one there. So that's a matter of inducing the cormorant back up on deck and saying, "Gimme, gimme, gimme." Oh, it's a big fish.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, excellent. Well guys, I'm up at the Kung Fu temple, and I must say, we've just had, it looks like a lovely spot way up here high in the mountains. Unfortunately, we have ourselves a bit of an issue. They won't let me do it for any less than a week. Look, I tried to even say, oh look, I can do it for 2 or 3 days or something like that, but no, a week is the bare minimum. They spoke decent English, so they understood what I was saying. But yeah, it's a bit of a biatch. So what I'm going to do, walk back down to the main road, which probably take me the best part of 2 hours. I've got the cab coming back to pick me up at 5, which is desperately helpful. There's a few guys who organise Kung Fu down in the town, so it looks like I'll just have to sit with that. So anyway, I've just had a Kung Fu lesson. There's a fellow who taught me. Just handed my ass to me for the last 2 hours. It was unbelievable. It was like a Chinese version of Chris Langley. I'm bruised, I'm battered, I'm sore. It's fun. I was thinking I'll come back and do it tomorrow, but now I'm thinking, no fucking way. And thank God for small blessings I didn't get into the temple, otherwise we'd have had a full day of this. Well, the sun's just come out, so Dali's looking at its best, so I thought I'd give you a bit of footage to see what it looks like. I know you've been here, Foster, some of the other guys mightn't have. So this is sort of looking down, the town is all surrounded by this dirty big stone wall, and there's probably about 1 kilometre or 2 kilometres square. It sort of feeds right down onto the lake. You can see the lake at the bottom of the hill there. Now if you spin around 180 degrees, you look up the hill. Now the mountains are sort of shrouded in mist today, so unfortunately you don't get the greatest view of them. So the temple's way up the mountain there. I'm just down one of the local little markets, a bit less touristy than some of the other ones in Dali. Get a few of the sights and sounds from that. And so grinding up chilies here. Make one arse load of chili powder. It's a bit more down market than perhaps some of the other things you have a look at. Yeah, loads of interesting stuff to see. Something up here I think you'll quite like, Goody. Now Goody, I know how much you love the dentist, mate. So I don't know why you spend all that money on expensive dentistry. We can just get some dentistry down in the market. Yeah, so very quickly, the old dentists weren't too happy with me shooting footage of them down the markets. I asked 3 of them. They all said no, so I just decided to shoot the 4th one as I was walking by, and he clearly told me to piss off as well. But yeah, pretty interesting way to get your dentistry done. I've seen worse spots for train trips, guys. Still here hanging with the 3 guys. Hello. So yeah, we're sharing beers and swapping currencies and having a really good time here. Still on the train, guys. We just pulled up at this little station, just a land of contrasts. This is so quite a nice looking little station. Can't see much of it from here, but paved, looks nice, looks the goods. No, I've seen worse places in the world to get off. Other side of the train. My bloody God. Welcome to Kabul. Welcome to Kashgar. Now I'm down here at John Hu's Cafe in Kashgar, which is described as an excellent travellers hangout, which is good because I've been able to catch up with all the other travellers. Yep, it's absolutely heaving down here. I am pretty sure I am the only fucking Westerner in town. There's no one on the train. And, well, there's no one else here that I've seen, having walked all the way down to John's Cafe. If this is supposed to be the traveller hotspot, God, I hate to see the dead part of town. Okay, guys, we're on the Karakoram Highway. This is sort of driving up towards Pakistan out of Kashgar. We're about, what I'd say, hour and a half out of Kashgar now. For a while it was just this sort of big, vast plains of stony desert with the old sort of oasis in there. But now it's now sort of starting to give way to some serious sort of mountainous sort of stuff. Another hour or so further up the valley now, we're starting to get into some no shit mountains. It's still a little bit hazy in the valley. I'm not sure how well that's coming out, unfortunately. But yeah, it's certainly steepened up, and yeah, you feel we're sort of really getting up into the heights of it now. Kashgar animal markets. 120,000 people here seems like a bit of an overestimate. I'd say more like 120. But nonetheless, there is a shitload of animals here. Right now I'm looking at obviously the sheep and the goats. We've got cows and bulls over further. That's pretty much the only show in town on the camel front. And you swing around down there, and that seems to be Donkeyville. Now, we got advice last night that it's going to cost you about 5,000 yuan for a camel. So, look, that's off the agenda. And the guys I'm with, Reinhardt and Sabrina, both of them have already been, we've been here about 10 minutes, and both of them have already nearly been gored by a bull. So we can scratch that out as well. I reckon I'm headed to Donkeyville. Going to get myself a donkey in the not too distant future. Yeah, and I'll shoot more footage once we come to negotiation time.
How do you ask how much again? What is the price for how much? Contract pool.
I'll choose.
How much? How much?
Dokuz değil. Thằng cái gì đó chúng con đang thằng cái mà lấy cái mà thằng cái nó cắt mà nè.
Boş boş. Boş boş. So this is our donkey, guys. If you want to criticise the size of it, or come over and buy
How much did you pay?
900.
Good deal. Whoa, 900. He's so crazy.
The green leafy stuff to feed it.
Yep.
There's a... Okay. Let's go.
So you pay another 900 for the food, eh? Go on. And Sabrina.
Hello.
He's happy. Hi.
Hello.
Is that how they do it? A broker?
No.
No,
Just makes a negotiation by themselves.
This is quite cool how they've got all the sheep strung up now. Got all their ducks in a row with that. The local guy looks pretty cool as well. Interesting place there, Market. Interesting place. A few more scenes from the animal market. Pretty wild here, but it's sort of interesting. You don't get hassled either. They're just like, the eager people are just totally indifferent to the presence of Westerners. Couldn't care less. Look, when I bought the donkey, there was a bit of action. And there was a bit of excitement then. But yeah, look, so they're all into it then. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. They there are a set of bollocks that would make Frank the priest proud. Okay, down at the Sunday market now. Just looking over the donkey parking lot. Sunday market probably lacks the really out there element that you saw at the livestock market. Still, nonetheless, pretty cool place. So you've got these central areas in here where it's a bit sort of Paddy's Market-esque, where there's permanent stalls set up. Then you have all this stuff out in the street which gets set up on for the Sunday market. 150,000 here? I don't know, but it's certainly heaving. All sorts of interesting stuff just around the place. I'll just take a few shots as I walk. It's funny, don't create as much interest here as do in the other regions. It's quite funny, like even though we stand out like sore thumbs, I'm still with Roland, Reinhardt and Sabrina. Yeah, people are just genuinely not interested in this at all. Some faces with a bit of character. Customs, and we're now on the road up to the pass itself. We've probably still got about 70 or 80 k's to go, and there's a whole bunch of border guards we have to go through, and I think that's really where the crunch comes. Hopefully Kubat will be on the other side in his mighty Honda step wagon. You might get the feel that this has got a main thoroughfare kind of feel to it. Like it's just like driving down the Pacific Highway. Plenty of people around, good roads, loads of services and facilities. Yeah, look, I don't know why they're saying there's a tough border to cross it all. Now, I could be wrong, but we just cleared a Chinese checkpoint, which I think is actually the last one before the border. So, look, Crunch is going to come in the next 15 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. See where I can actually get across the border, meet Kubat, mighty Honda step wagon, and then get across the get across to the Kyrgyzstan. Heap of trucks obviously using this way through it. God, the road is just fucking awful. As you can tell by the quality of my camera work. Anyway, as I said, crunch time's coming, so fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully the next bit of footage will come from Kyrgyzstan. Well, guys, we're in Kyrgyzstan. Kubat has picked me up in his Honda step wagon. This is Kubat. Hi. And yeah, we made it. First time, easy. Took us about probably an hour and a half, hour and 3/4 to get through both the border checkpoints, customs. Stayed for a little bit of time on top of the pass. Unfortunately, wasn't allowed to film up there. So we headed. It's, again, a bit hazy here, a little hard to make out. There's a phenomenal mountain range just out ahead. I presume we're headed down through that towards Darien. Well, here's home for this evening. A yurt in the bottom of the Tashrabat Valley. Now, there's a fairly famous building, well, famous by Tashrabat standards up there, I guess. There we go. I'll go up and have a good look at that later. But yeah, Not a bad spot to spend an evening, surrounded by chickens, a couple of other yurts. Just panning around the valley. There's the road we drove up. There's the mighty step wagon. Kubat's giving it a clean after a hard drive up to Turgat and back. A few yaks adorning the landscape. I haven't learned how to zoom this thing yet. So yeah, a bit of yak action. So yeah, all in all, one hell of a spot to spend a night. In terms of what the internal workings of the earth look like, we've got a chicken in the house already. We've got 2 chickens in the house. Fuck off, chicken. Get out. Get. This is my yurt. Yeah, roof looks like a whole bunch of carpets, I guess, to make bed out of. Spartan, but no, it looks good. Okay guys, top of the pass now. Check this out. Day 14. Up in the valleys above Koshgor. Rode in last night. That took 4.5 fucking hours. For someone who's ridden a horse before once, I can assure you that was tough on the arse, tough on the gooch. And the beauty is I've got another 4.5 hours going out in a couple of days. So yeah, here's the valley. So staying in with a couple of the local shepherds, as you'd expect if it's called shepherd slice stay. Your meals up here are pretty simple. Whole bunch of cooked lamb, bit of noodles, mutton. Whole bunch of mutton, some noodles, an arseload of tea and some bread. Now the river's down below there. I'll see if I can zoom in without totally destroying the shot. So this is just coming out of the bottom of the big lake I'm staying on. I'll shoot some footage of the lake later. We're riding up on that. The river looks really promising. The guide seems to think that there's trout in there. And yeah, so might be in business for later. So yeah, some in amongst some pretty serious mountains. Goes down to about 0-1 degree at night, I'd guess. And through the day it seems quite pleasant. It's sort of mid-20s. So it's not too harsh. Anyway, there's where you've sent me, guys. I'll get back to you later. Day 14. That was meant to be fishing day. So I busted out the fly rod this morning. And I'm pretty sure it said on the sheet I had to catch myself a 24 kilogram trout from a virgin trout stream. Well, behold. Now I'll zoom in, you can actually see it. Believe it or not, that is a fish. I reckon I'm out by about a factor of 1,000. That could be a 24-gram trout. Yeah. Trying my hardest. I'll work on the 24 kilo one this afternoon, but maybe if I play with the zoom I can make it look really big. Oh, look at that now. Fucking, that's a giant. That's 24 kilos if it's a gram. Whenever you go overseas, there's always one of these. So this this is Bishkek. Got in fairly late last night, so didn't really get to see much of the place coming in, and annoyingly didn't get down the casino. Yeah, the place I was staying, you had to order your dinner the night before, so I had to go out and find dinner. Found a fairly nice beer hall to go out and have dinner in. But yeah, this is what Bishkek's all about. I dare say you don't actually come here much for the architecture side of things. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the luster perhaps that the mountains do, but it looks like a decent place. Day 16, pretty much the last real day trip of a lifetime. Where am I? Great Wall. At I think it's Badajing, but I'm going to call it Badabing. It seems more claims just spiritual home. So yeah, Great Wall. Pretty spectacular place. Now I believe there's 1 billion people living in China. Every one of the fuckers has turned up at the Great Wall today, without a shadow of a doubt. It's just rammed. Look at that. Still, I suppose it is the #1 tourist attraction in the country, so what are you going to do? Yeah, so just a few more hours here in Beijing on the plane home, guys. A couple of things I've still got to knock off, I think. I've got to convert someone to Scientology. Got to learn my ninja escape at some point. But hey, is there a better place to do that than the Great Wall?
You killed my brother, but that's your mustard.
Still on the Great Wall here, guys. Trying not to die of embarrassment after that ninja shit. Fucking hell, was that bad or what? But look, I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's see if I can convert someone to Scientology out here. There's been enough touts annoying me on the wall that I figure, hey, let's try convert the touts. So I've got my mate Elron here, A New Slant on Life by L. Ron Hubbard. And yeah, let's see if I can convert a tout or 2. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Have you heard about Scientology? Scientology, A New Slant on Life, Tom Cruise, John Travolta. Excellent new religion. You think you might want to join? You think you keep? You read that tonight. You want? Yeah, look, it's a great way to give away 20% of your money. It's fantastic religion. I think we've got a couple of converts here, guys.
I don't know.
You can keep, huh? Okay? Yeah, you keep.
Keep.
Yeah, you have.
Oh.
Gee, we've got some real interest here, guys.
Okay.
Have we thought of setting up a Chinese Hillsong? Wow, this religion's powerful stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Trip of a lifetime 5, guys. We can pretty much write this one up in the history books. I've cleared customs at Beijing, so just waiting for the flight to Bangkok and home. Certainly it's been an adventure. Certainly it's been a challenge, which I guess what you guys have been looking for. Highlights, definitely buying and selling the donkey out at Kashgar. That was a load of fun. And also the 3 days spent in the mountains of Kyrgyzstan up in the yurts. I remember that for a long, long time. Probably the biggest challenge, I reckon, of the trip hasn't so much been the speaking Mandarin to get your train tickets or riding horses up mountains, things like that. And God my ass still says that sort of thing was challenging, and also I've still got bruises from the kung fu. But the most challenging thing is the fact that you're doing it all on your own and you haven't got someone to turn to on your shoulder. Look, obviously I've missed Sue and I've missed Chloe and I've missed Sam,
but it's something beyond that. Just not having anyone there to bounce things off, talk shit with. It's a really interesting experience. And look, the guys who've already been on Trip of a Lifetime know all about it. The guys that haven't, well, I guess you're about to find out. Cheers, guys. It's been grand.